Hi, this is Mark Littleton, the minister of the Word for the Athens Church of Christ, with today's 3-minute sermon. We're working our way through the book of Proverbs during the month of October. We're reading one proverb a day. Whatever the corresponding proverb is for that date, that's what we're reading. Today is October 26th, and so we're reading Proverbs chapter 26 together today. I hope that sometime today you'll take a few minutes and you'll read through this proverb. Every one of these chapters has so much practical wisdom in it. This one is no exception. I just want to share a few verses with you that caught my attention as I read through this chapter today. Verses 4 and 5 really go together, and they seem to be contradictory on the surface. Verse 4 says, "Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest you be like him yourself." But then the very next verse says, "Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes." So which is it? Should you answer a fool or should you not answer a fool? The answer is yes. It depends on the circumstances. There are times when you don't need to answer a fool in his foolishness because you will descend to his level. But there are other times when what this person says really must be answered. Even though it's foolish, you really need to answer him. And so the circumstances really determine which one of those will apply in any given situation. Another one is verse 11 of Proverbs 26. It says, "Like a dog that returns to his vomit is a fool who repeats his folly." In other words, if you don't learn from the mistakes that you make and you go back and you repeat those things over and over and over again, he says it's just like a dog going to eat his own vomit. In other words, don't do that, right? Learn from the mistakes you make and try not to repeat those same mistakes. Down in verse 17, this is one of my favorite proverbs of all. It says, "Whoever meddles in a quarrel not his own is like one who takes a passing dog by the ears." The image is vivid, isn't it? You grab this dog that's walking by the ears and you begin to shake him. We would never do that. That's foolish. He says, well, it's the same thing when you try to get into somebody else's business. When you try to butt your way into a quarrel that isn't your own, you're just asking for trouble, just like grabbing that dog by its ears. Verse 20, another good practical one. It says, "For lack of wood, the fire goes out, and where there is no whisperer, quarreling ceases." If you don't have any wood, it's going to be hard to keep the fire going. In the same way, if gossip stops, if we watch our tongues, so much of the fire that our words can cause would stop if we just watch what we say. And then one other one that I think really sums up this whole chapter, and it's back in verse 7 of Proverbs 26. It says, "Like a lame man's legs, which hang useless, is a proverb in the mouth of fools." There's so much in this chapter about being foolish, and this verse, I think, sums it up. A lame man's legs, they just hang useless. He says in the same way is a proverb in the mouth of one who isn't learning what he's saying. And really, I hope that's the challenge you'll accept as we work our way through the book of Proverbs. Don't just read these things. Don't just hear these things on these videos every day, but internalize them. Learn from them. Don't let them be like a lame man's legs in your life, but put them to practice in your life. Lord willing, we'll see you again tomorrow for another 3-minute sermon. God bless.